She's like, who are you? Hi, baby Hazel. No, oh, thank you.
So cute.
Aw, you're a good mama, Winnie. Welcome back to another Navigation Farm video.
Welcome back.
We're being so nicely greeted by our herd. Hazel is checking Isaac out.
Eating my shoe.
Yeah.
She'll taste anything. Oh shoot.
What?
I was leaning up against this. There's ants crawling all up on it.
Oh my God.
So this is going to be our 1-year farm update. And we're going to go over everything that we've done over the last year.
Hold on.
Is she ramming you?
Yeah. I'm just gonna stand my ground.
Good luck. So we're going to start off in the very beginning of the property, the entrance. We're at the entrance of the property, and it wasn't even a driveway. It was sand.
Yeah.
If you remember. We'll put up a clip if we have one. Throughout the tour, we'll put up as many clips of what it looked like before and now what it looks like now as we're walking it, so you can see the difference. There was no driveway, sandy dirt road. The vegetation and brush went all the way to the fence on each side.
Right to right here.
And now all the underbrush is cleared out, all the dead trees are cleared out for the most part.
And we have a proper driveway.
And we have a proper driveway. So we laid asphalt millings and then we did some crushed concrete on top. And this will be a good base if we ever do a more finished one in the future. But this has been working great. So you can see it winds through the trees and then it approaches our gate down here. And as we get to the gate, you'll see the most beautiful arch. Look at this. Wow. Look at us walking up to this archway. Look at the scale as we approach the golden gate of what is now our ranch. Look at this. Can you capture that? Holy smokes. Look at the height on this bad boy. It's like 14 feet tall. Wow.
Okay.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. We still need a sign.
Rock solid too. This thing's not going anywhere. So this was the ranch arch that we put in over the summer. Basically, we wanted something to frame the main pasture. If you guys recall, this was the main pasture, this whole look here. As close to Kentucky or Tennessee that we could get in Florida. Florida's flat, so this is as close you can get, which we like. We like that equestrian type look. We still have to get a metal fabricated sign there underneath to hang from it. Look at this. I think it's a 12-inch. I think it's a 12 by 12. You can tell we didn't install it. We paid someone to do it, but it goes down at least 4 or 5 feet.
Should we either paint it black to match our fence, which we will get into shortly,
or we can make it purposefully stand out. Probably just a lighter brown stain or just go black. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. What color should we make our ranch arch? And for the sign that hangs down, should we do metal or wood? So that's our ranch arch and our new driveway. And then you can see as you come through the ranch arch, we now have 3 cow pastures that we'll show you. We have a winding driveway all the way through. It goes up and down in elevation. It kind of takes you by all the animals that we have.
We want to plant some trees, right? Like do some oak.
So let's get their opinion. So you got the winding driveway. The question is, do we want the trees spaced along the driveway on the side, here in between the driveway and the fence, and space them every like 50 feet? Or do we want to just plant a lot more trees throughout the pasture
for shade options
for the cows, but we purposefully place some of them along the fence, and it would still give that stately look.
I do think we need to plant a few trees in the pastures, because if we do we are going to do the rotational grazing, they wouldn't have any shade.
Let us know in the comments below what you guys think we should do about trees. We want to plant a ton of beautiful trees on the property. We want to start with along the new driveway. Let us know, should we line the driveway so it's perfectly manicured, or should we do more of a natural, spaced out, in the pasture, out of the pasture type look? Let us know in the comments below. This is about halfway up the driveway right here, looking that way down the fence line. That's the biggest cow pasture that we have right now. It goes all the way up to the gate, all the way over to the woods. There's a little creek along the wood line, and it comes all the way through here, all the way up to there. And then we ran a separation fence with a little gate, and that way we can do rotational grazing in our own little way. So we're at the chicken coop. Right now we have what, 14 chickens?
I don't know. 2,
We
4, 6,
we
8,
lost
10,
track.
12, 14, yes.
We have 14 chickens. So over the summer, we had an incident where some of our chickens died.
Yeah,
and
we lost 7.
to this day, we don't know what happened.
There were no signs of illness. We suspect it had something to do with the heat because obviously we're in Florida. The summer
it
is
was hot.
Insanely hot.
I think it was the record for Florida heat that day when 7 of them
yeah,
died.
it was like our heat index was well over 100. It was insane. I think we just need ventilation in the top, like on the roof.
Like a fan.
We just need airflow. So even if we have like some solar powered fans, something to just like pull the hot air out, I think it would be better. If you guys have any recommendations for us, please let us know. We also thought about getting battery operated water misters to put in the run area so that it would just gently let out some mist. So it's not getting them wet, but it just cools them off and it cools the ground off.
And we don't even know that they definitively died from the heat because we swapped their food a couple days prior.
This is another thing that if anyone has had this experience happen, let us know.
Tractor Supply ran out of their normal food.
Which is the crumble.
Which is the crumble, and we switched them to a different brand, and it was pellet form. And we're wondering whether half of them took to the new food and half of them didn't, or it was just the heat. It was the hottest day in Florida on record or something, maybe Tampa, I can't remember.
But there was no sign of illness or anything like that because we checked them and they looked totally normal. So 7
of them died. It was a sad day. It took us a while to get new ones because all the breeders around here were sold out.
Well, that was when an egg shortage was happening as well.
2 to 3 months later, we finally got a breeder to give us more chickens. So we bought another 10 chickens, which took us up to 17.
One of those chickens had to have been carrying an illness because when we brought the new chickens in, it was like a week or 2 later that we started seeing a few of our chickens having like watery eyes, a runny nose, and sneezing. We obviously called our vet and they didn't have the antibiotics on hand, so they had to order them.
So we lost 3 chickens since, and I think that leaves our total down to 14. This is why we never named our chickens.
I know.
Because you guys all told us too. So that's the update with the chickens. Other than that, they're happy. In other news at the chicken coop, we saw a snake. We're gonna put that up on the screen. It was right here. It crawled all the way up, and then it was
weaved itself.
Chilling right here. It was a rat snake. I think it's called an Eastern corn snake. Look at the color on this thing. It's absolutely beautiful.
I mean, it is a beautiful snake. I'm not a snake person, but you have to admire the pattern. We have 14 chickens, where the heck are our eggs going? And then we saw that, and after looking up the snake, we're like, that makes sense. We've had the sandhill cranes check the chickens out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, sandhill cranes.
Because they're up to here to me. And they just stand outside the coop and watch them.
Watch them, yeah.
So the black ones are black sex-link chickens. The gray and white one is I believe, barred rock chicken. And then the brown speckly one is, I think, like a Swedish flower hen.
In this main pasture, we have alligator crossing that we assumed, but we never actually saw it happen. So we'll put up 2 videos. One was probably about a 5-footer. And it was just casually walking across the main pasture over the driveway.
This was before we had the fence.
It was before we had the fence in the driveway. It was walking across, and so we pulled up to it, got a little video. That was a cool sight to see. It was going from pond to pond. And then we saw this little guy. We'll put the little one up on the screen. That we just saw a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that guy was fast. He was he was also going from pond to pond. So this main pasture got a lot of alligator crossing. It's pretty cool. We're waiting for a big monster to come through here, like a 10-footer. So this is the calving pasture, okay? Anytime we have a pregnant mom or a mom that just gave birth, they're in here with their calf. So right now we have Winnie, who just gave birth to Hazel. Okay, this is our newborn calf. She was born in
the end of July.
So she is now, what, a little over 3 months old. We were hoping for a girl because eventually she'll produce milk, and that's best case scenario for us. So when we do farm chores, the day we came out to the pasture, we had no idea that she was gonna be born. And then we look across the pasture and all of a sudden we see a tiny little baby calf. This calf couldn't stand up. I picked her up, I carried her in the calving stall. We tried to get her to milk or nurse off Winnie, but Winnie ended up having mastitis.
Yeah, to rewind a little bit, Winnie, she was showing some signs that she was near, giving birth, but nothing from what we read that were signs that it was like happening anytime. She's hungry.
It was crazy. And this calf wouldn't drink. So Winnie had mastitis, so we couldn't give the calf colostrum from Winnie. She didn't want to drink.
She was very lethargic, and I believe the vet referred to it as like a dummy calf, where you kind of have to like
force feed.
Yeah, you have to force feed and you have to kind of like wake her up and get her to just be coherent because she was not. And obviously it's vitally important to get that colostrum in a calf within those first few hours of them being alive. So we were panicking a little bit.
So we had a bottle and colostrum replacer. So we ended up calling a friend who is a
horse vet.
A horse vet, and she helped us out with force feeding to get colostrum in Hazel. So anyway, that was bottle feeding 1, and then if you know anything about calves, you got to do it 2 to 3 times a day. So
because
we were bottle feeding multiple times a day, and then that lasted for what, 2 months?
Because it took Winnie a while to get over the mastitis. Like we had to keep Winnie and Hazel separated, which was sad because that bonding time is important.
And we had to keep milking out all the blood out of Winnie's mastitis.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad. Once she was able to nurse from Winnie again after like however long, finally it freed up us. Hazel's going at Isaac right now, eating his shorts off. Poor
She's
Hazel.
very friendly.
She wants to get to know you.
Yeah. We learned a lot.
We learned a ton over this calving experience.
Yeah.
A ton. And Buttercup's over there. She is 9 months pregnant.
Yeah,
she's
ready.
Wide. She is ready to give birth any day now. You guys let us know if you have any cow experience. Let us know in the comments below how many months we should move Winnie and Hazel over to this pasture where there's a bull. Because we have Winston here, he's our bull. He's for breeding. We don't want to move Hazel over yet to the bigger pasture with Winston because Winston will breed her. He'll break her legs.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
He gets spooked easy. You got to be careful. He's gotten super aggressive. His neck has gotten 2 times as wide since we got him.
But ever since Winnie had Hazel and then went through her first heat, it was like a light switch with him because obviously his instincts kick in. They have that scent. And yeah, ever since then, he's been a wild bull.
We let him breed Winnie 3 months after she gave birth.
But this will probably be her last time.
This will be her last time because she's 7 years old. So she's getting older. She's had 6 kids at this point, I think.
Yeah.
The law of compounding takes over and then the calves get pregnant eventually.
Sorry.
What, the tongue? Yeah. The white Highland over there?
Yeah.
You guys said she isn't a Highland. I think she's a Florida Highland.
Well,
I don't know what that
is
means, but her genetics may be mixed.
Yeah.
We don't know. We're not purposefully breeding her. She's just like a pet. We really maximized the space in this main pasture. We forestry mulched, we cut a lot of the underbrush out, and we graded the pastures. So that way the cows could be happy and they could roam freely without worrying about alligators or coyotes or bobcats hiding in the woods coming to get them. This can house at least another 5 to 10 cows minimum. We're just gonna keep them all in these 3 pastures and see where it takes us. We saw, I think it's called a barred owl. We'll put up the owl on the screen in this tree right here. It was a beautiful, beautiful owl. If I can find that video, I'll put it up.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Over in the milking stanchion on the base of our milking pump, there was a black widow spider in the ridge of the thing.
Yeah.
I picked it up and I touched something because it was on the bottom.
There's a top handle and then there's a bottom handle. Those 2 handles are meant for you to grab and pour, but for whatever reason, Brett does not use the bottom handle. He sticks his hand underneath the canister.
Not anymore, because I touched the black widow spider. It didn't bite me, but we're putting it up on the screen so you can see.
You're lucky
the black
it didn't
widow
bite
spider. Well, there's more of them because I found another baby that I let go somewhere. I live to tell the story about the black widow. I didn't get bit, so that's another wildlife interaction.
Buttercup, I don't know if you remember, we can maybe put another photo of her up here. She used to have white around her eyes and a little on her snout. Now the hair has turned black. We think it's just like a hormonal thing from being pregnant, but has this happened if you have cows to one of your cows? Because it was just really interesting how it just like over the span of like a week, it just completely changed.
Let us know in the comments below. Jersey cows.
Yeah.
Does the hair get dark as they hit like 7 years old, or does it just get dark when they're at the end of their pregnancy and then it goes back? I don't know. This is our tractor update. The bush hog has done wonders for us, and the bush hog wasn't giving us a nice finish cut, so we bought this Frontier, I think it's a 10 or 12 foot rotary cutter. I think it's a finish mower, and this does great. It has some maintenance issues here and there, but other than that, it cuts very well. It saves us a ton of time. In the summer in Florida, the vegetation grows so fast, it's almost like you got to cut 125 acres once a week, which takes forever. We lifted the canopies. This is a massive row of oaks, and we lifted the canopies, so now it doesn't look as mangy. There were 3 broken down culverts that were broken for at least the last decade. And what that did was it didn't allow the water to transfer through the different areas on the property. This is one of those culverts that we redid. So this allows, we have a stream that runs through this wood line all the way to the front of the property, and that stream came here. And this culvert was broke, so then there was overflow into our cow pasture. And that's how it's been for over a decade. So we fixed the culvert, and now no water flow, cows are happier, more usable acreage. This water now flows freely. When the water level gets too high, it goes into this area as it should. This is a dedicated water retention area, and it's usable. Look at that beautiful shot. Look at this. You see that? Look at the layers of fencing, the different elevations. Do you see that in Kentucky?
Oh yeah.
No, you don't. Not like this. No, not like this. This looks better than Kentucky.
This
looks
like Kentucky.
This looks like Tennessee.
What?
Tennessee's better than Kentucky.
Have you been to Kentucky?
Yeah, I've been to Kentucky. This is straight out of a movie.
It is. I'm not denying that.
Look at our Osceola turkeys on the left. Can you zoom in and see those or no?
Like a safari tour right
There they go.
What you see here is pretty much what you'll see on a lot of the property. It was brush, significantly higher than this. We forestry mulched it once. This has grown back since. There's ruts in the ground, so we can't take the zero turn over it yet, so we gotta do another pass over with it, ideally with the forestry mulcher. So we're cutting down dead trees, mulching the dead trees, and then we're gonna bring a stump grinder in to knock all the stumps down to the ground, regrade all the ruts, and then we'll mow it with the zero turn, and this will all be grass. You can see over here we're keeping all the beautiful live oak canopies. They look very nice. It's very old Florida. We saw a coyote run through here in the middle of the day. We'll put that up on the screen if we can find it. Nice. Can you capture that? Oh, you're looking at the lake. We saw an armadillo. We'll put the armadillo up on the screen. Actually, a couple armadillo. So this is our lake. What we did was we went around the perimeter and we removed all the invasive species of vegetation and anything that was dead. And what it did was it allowed visibility to where you see these beautiful cypress trees, you see these beautiful pine trees, and you see these beautiful oak trees around the perimeter. So you can really see it over there if you can zoom in on that side of the perimeter.
You can literally see to that pasture. You could not do that before because it was so filled with overgrowth.
It was overgrown like no other. Again, neglected, not managed, and we're finally getting a handle on it, but it's taken literally a year. Any alligators that we've seen over the last 6 months, we're gonna put up on the screen now.
Yeah.
I can't remember for the life of me how many alligators that we've seen.
No.
But however many we've seen, we're gonna be putting them up on the screen. It's a really nice night.
It is, yeah. It's like perfect temperature. The lake is laking.
Look at that.
Like,
Isaac, are you capturing that view through the trees?
Gosh, I'm capturing it.
Oh my gosh. So now we're on the east side of the lake. This is where we want to build our house. We pitched this to you guys in our previous videos.
Yeah.
That this is where we wanted to build our house. And this is why. Isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful.
It's
just so peaceful. I mean, you don't see anyone else.
It's majestic.
It is super majestic.
It's peeking through. Just take a look at it. Let's just appreciate this for a minute. It just looks whimsical and elegant. And you have a nice golden green.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
From the summer's vegetation. And you have the reflection of the sun off the lake.
Now you just need 2 rocking chairs and your little glass of sweet tea.
There's probably thousands and thousands of dead trees on the property that need to be hauled out and mulched, and it takes a long, long time.
Yeah.
So a year.
I feel like we've made a lot of progress in a year.
Yeah.
With considering what the property looked like when we first arrived, like to now, it's insanely different.
Our prediction is it'll take about another year to completely get rid of all the dead trees and all the invasive species.
We also got lucky with no hurricanes this year, so it did not add to the tree removal that we had to do. Helene and Milton destroyed
gave us at least another 500 to 1,000 dead trees to haul out of here, and we already had probably 1,000. This is what we like to see right here.
Yeah.
This is 4 deer. There's a buck all the way on the right. Looks like a 4 or 6 point a mother that just stood up, and then 2
Babies.
baby fawns laying down in the grass.
So that is a wrap of our 1-year farm updates. A lot has happened.
If there's any clips that we missed to throw in,
Yeah,
we'll throw them
right
in
now.
as we're talking.
Yeah, we're also excited to see what another year is going to look like.
Avery has loved her time out here.
Yes.
Baby 2 is on the way, and baby 2 will love their time out here. We'll update you guys on the gender as soon as we have the gender reveal in a couple weeks.
Overall, I feel like we have learned so much over this last year, and it's been amazing, and we're very grateful to be able to be doing this and experiencing this. And as always, we appreciate any advice, feedback that you guys have. This is very helpful, and
We will eventually get horses.
yes.
And then we will
That's
complete,
that's like the main goal.
we will complete the trifecta of animals on our ranch. Cows, chickens, horses.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll ride around the property and frolic through the woods with our horse. Thank you guys for sticking with us. If you're still watching our videos after all this time, hopefully we showed you as much as we could over the last 6-month gap, and then some more to show the transformation of the very start to now 1 year in. And we're looking forward to this next year where we're gonna show you even more progress and really bring this place to life. Thanks for watching.
And we will see you in the next one.
I think instead of saying goodbye, because if we say goodbye, you never know when it's the last time that we say goodbye.
What?
We could skip a week, or 6 months,
Oh.
or a year, or never come back. Someone commented in last week's video, thought you got divorced
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
and sold the farm. Okay.
That's a little drastic,
A little
but
drastic. We're gonna walk off into the sunset and see you next time. Okay. Thank you.
oh man. I don't want to go any closer to that. I don't want to go anywhere near that. Stop. I'm pregnant. What are you doing? See how he treats me, Isaac? Like I'm lake chum.